speaker, and it'll wiggle its head and ears around, and it's very, very cute. As you can see, there are 7 LEDs on the iDog's face, which is a perfect example of a design that only would have worked in the mid-2000s. It would be lampooned if it was released today. Good design doesn't age. And speaking of age, one thing that hasn't aged beautifully are the materials that make up the iDog. The plastics that they used for the iDog have a tendency to yellow when exposed to UV light. Both of these 2005 iDogs I purchased new in box. The Japanese iDog released in an opaque cardboard box, which kept it in perfect condition for a decade and a half, whereas the Hasbro unit released in a box with a transparent plastic window. It's not uncommon to see new in-box iDogs on eBay that have suffered a lot of yellowing, all because of that stupid window. When it comes to yellowing, these 2 units are in the best condition I've ever seen. You can see the yellowing process starting to begin though. There's very, very slight yellowing on the ears and tail, but other than that, they're gorgeous. But it's not just the plastics that have aged. These little rubber things that cover the 3.5mm jack, they yellow so fast, and I usually just remove them because they're really gross. But the aging doesn't end there. If you buy a used iDog on eBay, you have a very good chance of it being dead on arrival. A few years ago, I ordered this pink Dalmatian iDog on eBay, and it came with this matching purse. It's very cute. I like it a lot. But sadly, it did not work. So I set it on my shelf as a display piece, and I ordered another one. And this time it was a rainbow Dalmatian, and I was shocked that it, too, was dead on arrival. At that point, I was finally willing to shell out a lot of money just to get a brand new one. I determined that these 2 iDogs both suffered from the same exact problem. The previous owner had left the batteries in the iDog for a decade, and you're never gonna believe this, they corroded. It wasn't receiving power because there were battery leakage stains in the way of the metal contacts. The solution to this problem is to mix baking soda with a little bit of water, then you dip a Q-tip in there, and Tiger, and those are really rare because no one bought them. Have you heard about a band called Kiss? They had an iDog. They had 4, actually. Have you heard of a character called, I don't know, Spider-Man 3? iDog sure has. They called it the Spy Dog. They had the stupid dumb version and the cool version. And the Spy Dog makes absolutely no sense because why would they put Spider-Man's eyes here but then not change the LED design? It just shines through it? I don't like it. I just think it looks really stupid.
I've owned one of these before. The lights don't show up very well on the eyes. They are very, very poor.
Anyway, it was clear that Hasbro was taking full advantage of the popularity of the iDog, and they stepped up their game by introducing brand new models. In 2006, Hasbro released the iCat, the supposed yin to the iDog's yang. It has a few changes here and there. Firstly, the face LEDs are not diffused, so it looks a lot cleaner. I prefer the diffused LEDs. I think the light bleed looks great, especially in the dark. I just think it looks really lame without it. The iCat also introduced touch capability. You can touch the face LEDs, and it'll light up whichever one you're touching. I like the subtle whiskers on the face, and the curved tail looks really good. The iDog has a perfectly straight tail, and it looks like an antenna. And they added this bizarre claw design to the paws. It'd be more welcome if they kept the back legs when they did so, but they didn't. And the biggest problem with the iCat is that the motors in it are extremely loud, and the built-in speaker is embarrassingly quiet. Even when it's maxed out, it's hard to hear the music over the sounds of the motors. I got this one brand new. It has no excuse to be this loud. The iCat is perfectly acceptable. I would have loved it as a kid, but when compared to the original iDog, I'm not a big fan.
Hi, I'm
the
Anthony
iFish, and oh my
first
god, it is
in a
ridiculous. I
live.
can't
It's
believe
so
Hasbro greenlit this
awesome
idea.
and I
Like,
can't
it's really cool,
open.
and
It's
it's a
so
great addition to the
cool.
world of iDog just because it's
It's
such
so
an outlier, but there's a
awesome.
massive missed opportunity here. They
And
could have made it
thank you.
waterproof,
So
and
awesome.
it isn't waterproof. As a matter of fact, the iFish manual absolutely begs you to not let it go for a swim. It is a fish out of water, literally and metaphorically, and because of that, it's one of my absolute favorites. Why is the LED pattern vertical? Both of its fins are buttons. And why does the back of the fish look like a skeleton? And the gimmick of the iFish is that it spins, and when it does, it wiggles its little tail. And I love that, but also they didn't really think that through, right? Because it's not wireless. You have to use a cable to play music on it. And when you do that, the fish spins as it does, and eventually tangles itself up in its own cable. Like, are you kidding me? I love the iFish so much because it should not exist. It's a fish that can't swim, and it tangles itself up from getting too excited. And honestly, that is such a mood. Okay, I know that was really frantic, but I just love the iFish so much. The next release was the IC. You get it? IC, it's a penguin. And the LEDs are on their big fat tum-tum. I like the goofy pear shape, and the black and white design, I mean, it looks pretty good. They lean from from side to side, and they wiggle their little flippers around. It doesn't have any variations unless you count some Burger King toys. I'll get to that in a little bit. I know you guys love it when I talk about pups. Well, the next product they released was the iDog Pup. Please talk to me and my son whenever you please. They are very small, and they make tiny puppy noises. I must protect the child. So as you can imagine, the iDog Pup was like a budget option. It's matte plastic instead of glossy, and the tail isn't a button anymore. But the real game changer is that the pup does not have audio in. There's no way to play music with it. Is that not the entire point of the iDog? It just dances to music that it hears through its microphone, which means you can make just about any sound and it'll dance to it. I put it next to my keyboard while I was writing this script, and it just danced the entire time from the sound of me typing. The iDog Pup is very cute, but it doesn't do anything. It had a couple of variants: black, silver, orange, green, blue, light blue, pink, light pink, green swirls, pink flowers. Pretty good stuff. And next was a huge release, the iDog Ant, which was considered like a second generation of iDog. It could move its head up and down, and it could wag its tail, and tap its little foot, tap its foot, tap its paw. They reintroduced the touch capability from the iCat, and that's kind of neat. But the most prominent feature was the stereo speakers, one on top and one on bottom. Did the stereo speakers really make a difference? No, they still sound awful. Even though music playback is a primary feature on the iDog, it's interesting that every single iDog speaker is just the worst thing ever. In the context of a kid's toy, it's plenty passable. The demographic that they were aiming for would never be able to tell the difference. But it's all highs and mids. The low end just doesn't exist, and so many frequencies are just absent. And I don't know how I managed to go this far in the video without acknowledging that. The whole selling point of the iDog Amp was that they had supposedly better speakers. And yeah, the amp was a little bit louder, but it still doesn't sound good. However, as an addendum to my statement about how every iDog product sounds terrible, there is one iDog product that they released in the future that sounds pretty good. And we will get there when we get there. Alright, so getting back on topic about the iDog amps, there were some creative variants, and there were a lot of them that were focused on patterns instead of just colors. And I think that's kind of a cool idea. But you know what? Hasbro thought the amp wasn't good enough, because in 2008, they released this lad. This is the iDog Dance, and basically everything is motorized. The head, the ears, all of its legs, and the right paw. I know this sounds silly, but I think the kids would be scared by this toy. It makes menacing beeping noises, and sometimes it just suddenly lunges like it's going to attack you. I don't know why they felt the need to change the sounds. The previous sounds were just fine. Don't get me wrong though, I do love the iDog Dance. I love that it just absolutely grooves. For variants, there weren't any. There was only white and black. And next up, we've got the smallest iDog ever made, the iDog Clip. And you thought the iDog Pup was the smallest one? No, the Clip is even smaller. It's very tiny. They karate chopped an iDog's head right off of its neck to make this product. Isn't that crazy? How could they do such a thing? And you can hang it all over your jeans. What? You can make all your classmates so jealous in elementary school if you wore one of these bad boys.
You guys ready to race?
We're gonna beat all you guys.
Liz and I are like winning up here.
And boys. Okay, I
27,
gotta get back on track. Okay, so it has a
26.
built-in audio cable.
Wow.
You plug that into the iPod, and it'll play the music through its tiny, terrible speakers. Where have I heard that before? But there's an alternative, right? There's a headphone pass-through on the top of the unit, so the iDog can still flash its little lights on your belt loop, and you don't have to deal with any signal degradation. It's the first and only iDog product to have not only an audio in, but an audio out. I think it would be incredibly lame if someone unironically wore one of these in 2008, but if I saw someone wearing one now, I would immediately befriend them. It's the same sort of thing as people wearing Tamagotchi as a fashion accessory. I'm super into it. Alright, so immediately after the smallest iDog ever made, they released the biggest iDog ever made, the iDog Soft Speaker. And this thing is huge. And you'd think that them making it into a plush would have an effect on functionality. Kinda. It runs the same software as a regular iDog, but it's not motorized for obvious reasons. So it can't move its head or ears like others can. And that's fine, because they could have gone the easy peasy route and made it not functional. And I was like, oh yeah, the audio's coming out of that. Wow, I didn't. Okay, cool. You do kind of have to crank it though. It is a little bit quiet. Yeah, I love them. iCat, proud parent. iTurtle, proud parent. Cat and turtle with obvious reasons, so it can't move its head or ears like others can, and that's fine, because they could have gone the easy peasy route and made it not functional and just make it a pillow that's shaped like an iDog, but they went the extra mile to not skim. This is the Guitar Hero LCD game from 2007. As you can hear, it looks and sounds amazing. With 3 songs and 3 difficulty levels for each song, it offers an incredible... But they went the extra mile to not skip on the features, and I respect that a lot. Remember earlier in this video when I said that there was one iDog product in which the speaker actually sounds pretty good? Yeah, this is the one. When you're working with such a tiny device, you only have so much room to work with. But this thing is massive, so I'm sure that those limitations didn't really apply, and they could fit something a bit higher fidelity in there. It's not competitive with today's technology. I'm just saying that this is easily the best sounding iDog product by a wide margin. And I realized that it was a decent speaker whenever Luke and I were hanging out, and he plugged in the iDog soft speaker to my computer while we were playing video games or something, and in like 10 minutes I forgot it was there, and then an hour later I looked back and I was like, oh yeah, the audio's coming out of that. Wow, I didn't... Okay, cool. You do kind of have to crank it though. It is a little bit quiet, but other than that, it's really good. As for variants...
It's Riley.
I'm not just prioritizing my device, I'm shifting the paradigm. Scream me sideways, it's bursting with Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is booming. Good thing there's plenty to go around. The Wi-Fi's booming.
It's Riley.
Good morning and welcome to the Universal Epic Universe Opening Day live stream presented by Xfinity. I'm Layla Lawrence, and as you can see, we are live inside the park, and in just a few minutes, the gates to Universal's most
So when the Xfinity Wi-Fi started booming, so we rushed in. Hey, booming Wi-Fi deserves a booming phone from Xfinity Mobile.
Ready to be among the first to
I
step
didn't know
into
we
these
had senior discounts. I'm a freshman.
This
Xfinity Wi-Fi is
At 8 a.m., we're going to bring you a special moment in time to officially open Epic Universe, and then the portal's open, and we're off.
Speaking of work, hey everyone, I'm Showman Jay, that's our Showman TV. I'm here just outside of
sideways, it's busting with Wi-Fi.
Well, everyone knows a boom and they see it is going to be too.
People are ready to race, cast spells, tame dragons, and maybe even meet a few monsters. It's opening day, and it's definitely
Streams of gushing booming. This Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming.
We had celebrity appearances, behind-the-scenes stories from people that helped design Epic Universe.
Let's go, boys.
And
Come on.
Well, everyone knows a boom and they see it is going to want to.
Yonder, y'all. The Wi-Fi's booming. Hello, boom. Streaming Pete done junk Xfinity. I'm gonna stream on 100 devices at once, just 'cause I can. Crazy streaming Pete. I'm not just prioritizing my device, I'm shifting the paradigm. Stream me sideways, it's bursting with Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is booming. Good thing There's plenty to go around. The Wi-Fi's moving!
Finally here.
Hey, honey, how's the Wi-Fi? It's moving. It's booming. Yeah, it's booming. Streaming Pete.
So let's talk
It's
about last night.
booming.
I
Hey,
don't
oh,
think we
God.
need to stop talking about last night because it was, pun
The
intended,
Wi-Fi is booming.
absolutely. I mean, honestly,
Whoa,
we had so
Wi-Fi.
many celebrities here. But one of my favorite parts was talking to the
As
creators.
prospectors, we know ourselves a boom. So when the Xfinity Wi-Fi started booming, we rushed in.
Sure did.
And booming Wi-Fi deserves a booming phone from Xfinity Mobile.
Those are booming.
And you can upgrade up to twice a year.
They were so emotional about it. It was like the
Ooh,
culmination of all of this work, from construction crews, designers, creatives, to the team members who helped make this run as well. I mean, I was really taken back by that.
And you can tell they love talking about it.
Oh,
Obviously,
yes.
they've been working on this for so long,
Yeah.
sharing every little detail, every little moment that we would love to hear, and they're pouring their heart into what we now can experience as Epic Universe.
Absolutely, yeah. We were talking to a few of the creatives last night. They were saying Celestial Park is like the heartbeat of this park. And
Yeah.
honestly, it really is true. You can see everyone is lining up behind us. They are right here in
Waiting to
Celestial
get into
Park.
the portals.
Waiting to get into the portals. We had all those incredible interviews. We saw some great videos, some great clips, some trailers of movies, all kinds of incredible stuff. And then that moment in time.
So good.
Ooh, those fireworks going
Fireworks, drones, music,
Mhm.
fountains, all the above.
off. Yeah, all the feels, definitely. But enough of my jibber jabber. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from last night so you can see for yourself.
You do
Yeah.
jabber jabber a bit.
What?
This really changes everything for us.
It's hard to get it all in one day.
Incredible. I mean, I can't believe how amazing this park is.
There's just not enough time to see everything at Universal Orlando Resort in 1 week. I'm just going to tell you that. You're going to run out of time.
Euphoric.
Immersive. It was just really fun. Amazing. Just incredible.
This park was so well designed to where every corner you look at, there is some detail.
I'm having an epic time. There's so much to discover as you venture through this space.
Every piece is so beautiful.
Experiencing
Yeah.
the universe is going to be something that they're going to take with them the rest of their lives. And that's something that we've always striven for as far as the stories we tell.
Mm-hmm.
That was a crazy amount of fireworks. My husband's over at Terra Luna, and he said it was like he was right there with a front seat to the action, even from the hotel.
We felt it.
We did.
Yeah. We love that.
The vibrations, and as soon as Steven Spielberg started speaking,
Oh my gosh.
it was over.
It's so funny. We heard Steven Spielberg start talking, and you could hear guests like, "What? Oh my god!"
But that was just the end of the night. It actually started hours before with the celebrity-studded blue carpet.
And that was where the stars and, dare I say, our stars, Shobit, were shining.
Mm-hmm.
Was so much fun. I think I interviewed a million celebs. But of course, there was one duo that was extra special for me. The stars of our premiere episode of our new series, Co-Stars, Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers. Here's my chat with them last night on the celestial blue carpet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here with my friends Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers from Las Culturistas podcast, Bowen from SNL,
Avenger. I mean, look who's here. This is a big deal.
I think a lot of people's inner child is showing in a really good, fun way. I mean, like, we've seen so many people that we know from New York, from LA, that are out here that we're surprised to see. But then again, it's like, what we all have in common is we all want to have fun. And I think everyone is really, like, here with their theme park shoes on, literally and figuratively.
Totally.
Okay.
Theme park chic. I don't think I got the memo. I think I just did chic. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, everyone, on Saturday Night Live. Did you pitch that? How did that come about?
This came about after we had a lovely experience at Das Steakhouse, which has been my #1 spot in the whole park since the announcement. Since they announced Das Steakhouse, which it's documented on the podcast, we talk about Dark Universe, and then I go, I heard this announcement as the steakhouse being called Dark Steakhouse, and I'm obsessed. But then no, Matt corrected me, it's Das
We
Steakhouse.
thought it was Dark Steakhouse in Dark Universe in Epic Universe, which we were like, what? And then we found out it was Das Steakhouse. So that put us at ease.
The theming was so
Yeah,
it
totally.
might be your laugh. So many times that Celestium and I, who were at the park last month, went, we have to use this in some way. And I mean, it was so much fun. It was one of those things where, like, you know, we really let it run its course in the sketch, but then we kind of like stayed in it in a way that I think is indulgent but still fun.
The staff has been saying it too, which has been
Saying
really
it to us, and so
Aaron character. All right, Matt, you recently gave your Mount Rushmore for Pop Girlies. Oh yeah, there's always someone out there, yeah. But what is your Mount Rushmore for theme park attractions here at Epic Universe?
Here at Epic Universe, okay, I'm gonna say Monsters Unchained. I'm gonna say the Constellation Carousel. I'm gonna say Hiccup's Wing Gliders, and I'm gonna say Minecart Madness.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think you've covered it all. All right. Wicked for Good is coming out in November. All right, and you have an idea for a Wicked ride, of course. Can you describe it to me?
well, it could go a lot of ways. It could be like in the Emerald City, Elphaba is on the loose, Madame Morrible is on the mic, on the horn, telling everybody to get the witch, and then you just hear the riff of Defying Gravity. Or it could be something at Shiz, where you're just kind of going around from classroom to classroom.
Ooh, Wicked
There's a lot of
White.
ways with that.
Yeah, I feel like it takes place in between the two movies, and it's like you're gonna see Glinda speak,
Mm-hmm.
and then it gets disrupted, and like, you know, something goes wrong, like always in Universal. I don't know, they can take it from there.
All right, we'll leave it.
Greg Hall, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will make sure I convey that message to him. I'll be talking to him later tonight. So we heard that you are the ambassadors of Celestial Park. All right, well, I think it's time we kind of upgrade you here. All right, I am proud to bestow the honor. You gotta hold my.
Is this official? What is this? Stop it. Oh my god. The Princess of Celestial Park?
Yeah, like this is, you know, like.
Unbelievable. I never thought. Is this working on us?
You're incredible. This is the look. You are princess, so I bow down to you now. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Looking to the camera, what would you tell the Celestians?
Celestians, have a wonderful evening tonight, and keep us proud out there. We are the Princes of Celestial Park, and if you see us, don't bow to your knees. Simply remain tall and be yourself.
And grab a pepperoni slice of pizza moon.
Leave them for
All right, Bowen and Matt, thanks so much. I'm going to be chatting with you later in the night, but thank you so much for joining me on the blue carpet, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
When the night is six fruit, it is soy on here, baby. Exactly, finish! So, I don't need a drug. Real night, all people. This is what we are Pepper and Riverton. Guys, it's also about Amazon, right? And then give that. The thing is, this good. This is a heart.
and dropping them again. My co-stars today are Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. We are at Universal Epic Universe. We have the tallest, fastest coaster in all of Epic right behind us. Stardust Racers. Are y'all ready to ride? No! This is us, by the way.
They got our faces exactly.
You were Bowen's date to the Oscars.
I had to go backstage immediately to get into my Wicked costume. So Matt was sitting next to a lovely seat filler.
And then she goes to me, "Where's Bowen?"
Oh.
First launch, and here she goes. Oh, that's gonna be us.
That's gonna be Jackie.
I'm gonna be in your ear the whole time. Oh my God, there they go.
You're killing out there, Showbiz. It looks so much fun.
Yeah.
I actually heard you're a little obsessed with walking the carpet out there.
I mean, you could say that. You know, when I joined Universal 2 years ago, I wrote on this questionnaire that my dream job was to one day be Ryan Seacrest and host red carpets. And I cannot believe I was there last night on the celestial blue carpet. I've gotten to work with Ryan Seacrest, assist him, and, be his stand-in. And I finally got to take that role for myself and celebrate this big grand opening for Universal Epic Universe. Dreams come true here. Life is coming full circle. It was really an honor to host the blue carpet yesterday.
Yeah, I said it on stage, Showbiz, and I will say it again right here in front of the world. You are the hardest working person in show business here at Universal Orlando, for sure.
Oh yeah, and I have to know, did you talk to any real Universal fans out there?
Honestly, there is one. I got to interview WWE stars Brandy and Cody Rhodes, and they were such great sports. Take a look.
Yeah.
I'm here with Cody and Brandy Rhodes, WWE wrestler, WWE legend. All right. So you both are obviously Universal Parks fans. I'm curious, is it true that your third date was actually during Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios Orlando? And that's probably when you realized that Cody was the one?
Well, I realized I would go on another date after he asked me to come because no one had ever wanted to come with me. And I've been wanting to come for years and years and years. I couldn't find a single person to go. And he says, "Hey, wild idea. Would you want to go to Halloween Horror Nights?" I was like, yes. Yes, absolutely. That's what he said.
We are not all people. There's just a problem. We are Papas and Rebels.
Yes,
Fine
there
is
was.
enough for
This is the place. Universal
I
knew
a sister, a sister.
but that was our big day, and to this day we still make the trip every year multiple times. And to be able to be part of this feels like Universal.
Jackie, back to me.
And speaking of Universal family,
Oh, there's to the mayhem.
you only went by the name Stardust, right? How does it feel to have a poster named after you?
Well, I'm honored. What's funny is the amount of people who come
Giving Stardust Racers the respect that it needs.
Have a bad match with Wolfman. That would be a good one. Yeah.
Cody, I'm starting to see some sweat on your face. I think you're nervous, right? Okay.
Universe without having some of the cast stop by.
Yeah, of course. You'll have to watch last night's stream to see John Hassler directed Dean Block. But this morning, we'll share with you the interview with the stars of the new live-action movie, Mason Thames and Nico Parker. I'm here with Mason Thames and Nico Parker from the live-action film How to Train Your Dragon. How does it feel to be the universe?
Being in it and seeing everything.
You can live here. So, we got to ride in the Twin Ladders yesterday. And fans will see that in an upcoming episode of Co-Stars. What was the Twin Ladders like? Alright, we'll finish this sentence. The live action version of How to Train Your Dragon will.
Smile. That's exactly what
Alright. I can't wait for the emotions, the tears, the laughs. It's gonna be epic.
Yeah, totally
Thank you so
epic.
much for joining me, Mason and Nico. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Honestly, Shobit is having fun on that carpet day or night. We're gonna have to like pry him off of that carpet, I think, at the end of the day.
Speaking
They'll
of
do
which,
it.
last night he also interviewed our perennial favorites of the Harry Potter film franchise, James and Oliver Phelps. Let's take a look.
Welcome, James and Oliver Phelps, Fred and George Weasley from the Harry Potter films. How does it feel to be here tonight?
Yeah, it's great to be here. The atmosphere is great. We've been in the pub already, and it's awesome. I think it's a perfect word for it.
Truly.
Yeah, it really is. It's so special to be here. Brand new area, brand new world to be part of. Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
I'm curious. What was You, I'm sure it's not Harry Potter documents, right? How did it feel to see justice being served? Finally being the Any tasty treats that you've tried in Epic Universe?
Yes, you can. Go and check them out.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you have a magical evening. Of course, it's always so nice to have the extras. Honestly, I think it's not really always an enjoyable for an evening without having them here. Even though we're Foxy, Dragon Alley, I mean, can you believe that?
Oh, wow, the world is coming. Epic Universe, baby.
5 last night. I mean, Epic Universe is drawing out the crowds. Fans cannot wait till these portals open. Yeah, even as we were just walking over here to set, we saw the fans pouring in.
I mean, you can see them right behind
Electric.
us.
Yeah, it was just this electric feeling. I know everyone is so ready for this.
I can't wait to everyone to get into these portals. It's coming up so soon.
Yes.
Layla showed it. We are getting so close. I can't believe it's almost open.
Yeah, almost open indeed. It's been a project that has been almost a decade in the making as well. So this is something that is the culmination of so much hard work from so many different people. And last night we premiered the brand new cinematic trailer for Epic Universe, and it is so striking.
Yeah.
If you missed it, let's take a look again.
I'm good. I did already. Awesome.
Beyond this gate, find gardens of green and memories to fill your dreams.
So, of course, we've got all the fans here walking in, but I would be remiss if we didn't talk about what a super fan you are, Patrick.
Oh, yeah, this is a moment for me.
Yeah, exactly. So all these fans are experiencing this for the first time. They're walking through those portals. What was your favorite portal, and what do you hope fans are really going to get out of this first day here at Epic?
It's one of those questions that's just so hard. It's like picking a favorite child because I think each portal lends itself to different aspects.
It's so different.
What world you want to immerse yourself with? if you have How to Train Your Dragon, you can meet dragons.
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon, Super Mario, Super Nintendo World.
Super Nintendo World, where we learned last night that the whole vision is play.
Absolutely.
You are playing.
Mhm.
You are taking yourself back into that world.
Just
whether it's
gamifying.
Yeah,
Mario
so
Kart or
cool.
Donkey Kong. And then, of course, for the monster lovers out there, we have Dark
Mhm.
Universe. If you've ever wanted to meet Frankenstein's monster, the Bride of
Mhm.
Frankenstein,
Igor, who's a fan favorite as well, yeah.
new characters like Victoria Frankenstein, and of course Monsters Unchained. It's just an unparalleled attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then going into our Wizarding World portal as well. I mean, it is stunning, simply stunning. Looking at everything as soon as you walk in, it's like larger than life.
1920s Paris.
Yeah.
Literally transported to Paris.
Absolutely. So we're gonna head over to Shobit now.
Mm.
Shobit, let's talk to us a little bit about how it feels out there. I know we've been coming back to you. You've been feeling the excitement. How are you feeling now? We are minutes away from the opening.
We're getting so close to the portals opening, and you can just feel the fans are excited. They cannot wait to enter. They've been waiting for this moment. Today's the day that the Epic Universe is here. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, and we're so close to this big celebration for our fans, our guests. I mean, you just standing here, I've seen people cry, laugh. It was just this moment of shock and awe, seeing something that they've thought about for all this time, they've heard about, and now they're finally here in person, experiencing it for themselves. It's truly beautiful.
Thank you so much, Shobit. For years, we've imagined what it would be like to step into these worlds, and now it is really happening. Not just for us, but for the millions of guests who will walk through these portals for years to come.
Absolutely. These portals are just more than edges. They're invitations.
To ride with dragons.
Yeah.
To cast spells.
To step inside a shattered world where monsters roam and to race your friends.
And to get a little lost in the best ways possible.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the very first time, the portals to all 5 worlds of Epic Universe will open for us.
Are you ready, travelers?
Yes. The portals open.
Good morning, travelers. On behalf of the thousands of team members across Universal Orlando Resort, we'd like to welcome you to Universal Epic Universe. Thank you for being with us on this historic day as we officially open Epic Universe to the world. It is now our pleasure to introduce Steven Spielberg.
See you soon.
Each of us lies with the desire to explore new worlds in search of adventure, joy, discovery, and even to face our fears. Through amazing stories and unforgettable characters, we are introduced to these incredible worlds we only dare imagine, and in the process, we discover the hero in ourselves. The Universal Epic Universe has brought those worlds to life. All the sights, sounds, and feelings you've come to love in a way that can only be described as epic.
Oh, so awesome. Epic Universe is cool. I just can't wait. The Epic Universe is coming. It's awesome. He's right here. I just need to get to ask my mom to go on vacation for me at Epic Universe. I guess I got to get my money back. I got to get to the our money and stuff. Oh, Super Mario World. Super Techno World. I look like a Nintendo. Super Nintendo World. Cool. Harry Potter, Mystery and Magic, a Wizard of World. Mm-hmm. Dark Universe Monsters here. Hmm? Mm-hmm. How to Train the Dragons. It's very funny. Cool. Awesome.
I can't believe it. That was incredible. I was holding it together until How to Train Your Dragon and Isle of Burke were right next to it, and oh my gosh, the waterworks just started. Yeah, let's go to Showbit. How are you feeling out there right in front of the Chronos?
So emotional here.
Candace
I
is
cannot believe I get to
awesome.
say this, but just like that, Universal Epic Universe is officially open.
Yes, it is.
Guys are now stepping through the portals and beginning journeys that will be remembered for a lifetime.
Absolutely. From all of, I'm sorry, I'm crying, guys. From all of us here at Universal Destinations and Experiences, thank you for joining us for the Universal Epic Universe Opening Day live stream presented by Xfinity. Thank you so much, Patrick, for being my partner.
Thank you, Layla. Whether you watch from home, work, or somewhere in between, we are so glad you could be part of this historic moment with all of us.
And whenever you
Yes, to make your own adventure to us. See you. Bye. This is another grand opening the Universal Epic Universe. I'm so happy with it all time. This is happening all time. This is the moment of all time. Thanks for the live stream for us. Thanks for watching.